Hello from Hanoi, and you are watching the live edition of VTV News. I'm Ling Hung from Hanoi, and here are the headlines. President Chung Then-sang met with the president of the Czech Republic's Morava Communist Party. Preferential loans leveraged for agriculture restructure. Vietnamese children in the United States help promote Sơn Dong as the cave is to be featured on ABC's Good Morning America. First up, State President Chung Then-sang was received by his Czech counterpart Miloš Zeman in Prague 2 days ago as part of his official visit to the Czech Republic. On the second day of the visit, State President Chung Then-sang met with the president of the Czech Republic's Morava Communist Party, Vondek Filip, and visited a crystal production center in Karlovy Vary province.
At his meeting with the president of the Czech Republic's Morava Communist Party and vice president of the lower house Vondek Filip, President Sang lauded his efforts to boost parliamentary cooperation between the two countries, which he said would contribute to bilateral cooperation in various areas. He added that he is pleased to see the relations between the Communist Party of Vietnam and the Czech Republic's Morava Communist Party continue to be maintained and developed over the years. He also expressed his belief that with the right policies, the Morava Communist Party can have an increasingly important position in the Czech Republic's political system. President Chung Then-sang also visited a crystal production center in Karlovy Vary province and had a working session with the governors of the province and the city of Karlovy Vary. During his visit, President Sang also asked local leaders to consider the establishment of ties with Vietnamese localities to share their experiences in urban development.
Also, during his visit, State President Chung Then-sang and Czech President Miloš Zeman attended the Vietnam-Czech Economy Tourism Cooperation Forum on May 11th in Prague. The event was organized by the Chamber of Commerce and Industry from Vietnam, the Bank for the Investment and Development of Vietnam, or BIDV, and the Czech Confederation of Industry and Transport.
Speaking at the event, Czech President Miloš Zeman said that Vietnam has made many achievements in economic development, especially in the 15 years since he's visited the country as Prime Minister. The Czech Republic recognizes Vietnam as a fast-growing nation with great potential for investment. He said that Czech investment projects in Vietnam had a success rate of 95%, and he hoped that soon Vietnam would resolve the problems that the remaining 5% are facing.
Mr. State President and I have agreed that while we are making great achievements, we need to examine emerging issues and establish a sound legal framework which benefits both sides.
Vietnam is one among the Czech Republic's 12 prioritized markets from 2012 to 2020. Trade turnover increased from $92.12 million in 2006 to nearly $300 million in 2014. The Czech Republic currently has 26 investment projects in Vietnam with a combined investment capital of $65 million.
In the coming time, Vietnam will sign many bilateral and multilateral trade agreements with other countries, including the EU-Vietnam Free Trade Agreement. This agreement plays an important role in promoting trade, investment and tourism collaboration between Vietnam and other countries. Vietnam's population, above 90 million, is an important part of the ASEAN market, whose population numbers over 500 million people. And we offer many incentive policies for foreign investors like you.
President Sang said that tens of thousands of Vietnamese students who study in the then Czechoslovakia and the 60,000 or so Vietnamese residing in the Czech Republic play an important role in promoting economic, trade and investment cooperation. At the event, President Sang and President Zeman witnessed the signing of cooperation documents between the Vietnam Chamber of Commerce and Industry and Czech Republic's Confederation of Industry and Transport, and between the Vietnamese BIDV and Czech banks in the fields of import, export and construction.
Moving on with other important news, Vietnam and the United States will achieve greater consensus on many issues, including human rights, through open dialogue. This in turn will facilitate Vietnam's accession to the Trans-Pacific Partnership, also known as the TPP. The statement was made at a press conference with Tom Malinowski, the U.S. Assistant Secretary of State for Democracy, Human Rights and Labor, on Tuesday. In the 19th round of dialogue on human rights, the United States has recognized Vietnam is showing progress on human rights. The country is also actively implementing commitments to join the TPP while simultaneously bringing its legislation in line with international law. Tom Malinowski believes that the two nations will achieve positive developments in human rights this year, the year that marks the 20th anniversary of the normalization of diplomatic relations between Vietnam and the United States. In recent years, farmers in Củ Chi District, Ho Chi Minh City, have successfully accessed preferential loans to expand operation, acquire advanced technology, and increase profits. In the current situation where agricultural land is being narrowed down, restructuring the agriculture sector is an imperative issue.
Having started off raising catfish, Khu Minh Hưng has invested in other kinds of high-value fish, including cloud-9 fish and frogs. With financing from banks, Hưng has applied advanced technology on fish food cell production, which has cut half of its input costs.
At first, I took a loan out of only $4,600, but after the government issued preferential policies for agriculture, I increased the loan to $450,000. Thanks to this investment, our farm's profits has witnessed significant growth of 60% month on month.
The owner of this orchid garden has taken out a loan of $460,000 for 2 projects in the last 3 years under preferential conditions. With the government supporting 80% of the interest, she only needs to pay interest of 2% each year.
With support from the government, we have invested in high-tech agriculture, and many people have that sort of money to make such a vast investment.
However, some farmers have expressed concerns about the conditions of loans, administrative procedures for registering, and a system for operational planning.
Without collateral, we can offer loans of up to over $9,000 for each business with a business license, and up to $23,000 for people with farming licenses.
Thanks to support from banks and the government, agricultural financing has risen significantly. By the end of March, the total debts in the agriculture sector stood at $1.4 million, accounting for 3% of the banking system's total debts.
We will give priority for agricultural financing and offer medium and long-term credit, especially for projects involving agricultural industrialization and mechanization.
According to experts, in order to effectively utilize preferential loans, farmers must take a clear plan for their products, skill, and clients, so they can boost sustainable agricultural development.
According to the Department of Price Management under the Ministry of Finance, Vietnam's Consumer Price Index, or CPI, is expected to remain stable this month. Among the groups of goods used to measure the index, sugar and petrol are expected to witness price hikes. There will also be a gradual increase in the price of rice, with the price of fresh fruits, fertilizer, livestock feed, and building materials will remain stable. The department also noted that sugar prices may be higher due to an increase in demand in the summer. It's expected that though global petrol prices will remain stable this May, local petrol prices will continue to fluctuate and are likely to increase. In an effort to build a sustainable agriculture sector and improve agricultural production, farmers in the central province of Thừa Thiên Huế have been using advanced organic methods on their new seedlings and are enjoying the first positive results. According to pig farmers who use bioproducts, these help improve both the quality and quantity of the pigs. Bioproducts are condensed products produced with nanotechnology and are non-toxic and environmentally friendly. Replacing antibiotics with bioproducts for cultivation and husbandry is a good solution to create a safe, high-quality and environmentally friendly source of food and vegetables. VTV News will now continue with the updates on the foreign exchange rates. Next on VTV News, Vietnamese children in the United States help promote Sundong as the cave is to be featured on ABC's Good Morning America. Covai Love Market, the beauty of love in Vietnamese mountains. Welcome back to VTV News. According to a report by the World Bank, many Vietnamese firms report a shortage of workers with the right skills. The skills gap is particularly acute among applicants for jobs in technical, professional, and managerial positions. In light of this situation, the Japanese International Cooperation Agency, also known as the JICA, has implemented a project to enhance teacher competency to help Vietnam upgrade the quality of vocational training in the coming time.
Phan Tiến Việt has been working as an instructor for the Vietnam-Japan Center at the Hanoi University of Industry. He has joined 3 short training courses for instructors jointly conducted by his university and JICA.
I have acquired from the courses new knowledge and skills on how to manage a course, deliver a lecture effectively, and use new technology to facilitate teaching and learning activities.
As of this year, 136 instructors from over 30 educational institutions nationwide have been participating in the project. All training courses within the project follow Japanese models, focusing on mechanism, electricity, and electronics areas of study. A large amount of modern machines have been transferred from Japan to Vietnam to serve as visual aids during the courses.
In addition to methodological knowledge and skills, technology transfer is also a part of this project. Our instructors have had opportunities to access updated technology from Japan and develop relevant professional skills.
After the courses, the Hanoi University of Industry will transfer the know-how to other vocational trainings and educational institutions. The project aims to apply Japanese standards of vocational training to every vocational school in the country.
In these courses, Vietnamese instructors can both reinforce their knowledge and achieve greater understanding. We also care about how they will apply acquired skills in reality and develop them in the future.
Improving teachers' competency has been one of the priorities in Vietnam's strategy for vocational education development in the 2011 to 2020 period. Training courses and technology transfer from this project are expected to help Vietnam improve its labor force competitiveness in the region and across the world.
A working group from the Ministry of Education and Training has been paying a visit and presenting gifts to teachers and students at 3 schools in Lũng Cú Commune, Dong Văn District, and an ethnic boarding school in Yên Binh District, Hà Giang Province. The visits aim to emphasize the importance of improving teaching in the province, as well as investing in infrastructure and equipment. Libraries and computers have been given to schools in Hà Giang Province, and teaching equipment has been donated to the Community Study Center in Lũng Cú Commune. In some of our previous bulletins, we have reported that Guangbin Provincial People's Committee and the American Broadcasting Company, ABC, have agreed to broadcast a live program on the Sundong and Ant Caves on Good Morning America. The show is aired at 6 a.m. local time, which is 6 p.m. Hanoi time, and is expected to be watched by more than 6 million Americans. Many overseas Vietnamese living in the United States, especially children, are excited about the program. Some of them have even played a part in promoting the program in the American neighborhoods.
As soon as their parents told them that a live TV program about Vietnam would be broadcast on ABC, Tu and her friends came up with a plan.
We make posters to remind people here to watch the ABC Good Morning America show on Vietnam. We want them to know about Vietnam.
Wake up and see the show. Okay, I got it. Okay, here's an example. We have to copy on. Okay, so how many more? A billion. I know.
Their goal is to distribute the flyers to at least 50 people and to ensure that they watch the show.
We're talking about their country, Vietnam. So if you're interested, you can
be on it?
Yeah.
You free? Really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
You're on Good Morning America. There'll be like like little show to talk about Vietnam. Are you interested?
Okay. I will try and watch it.
In ABC at 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. It's about Vietnam tomorrow.
Okay.
Suddenly, Tu and her friends found another way to spread the news. How many flyers have you distributed?
Well, so far I think I had 10, so I think I dropped by 7. I'm pretty sure we got like a lot. Up here. I think it's duct tape. Yeah, there's probably duct tape. We can just like. Okay, I think I got it. Yeah, you got it. I love Vietnam!
Where having Sundong Cave broadcast live on American TV is a great opportunity to promote the beauty of the cave and Vietnam. On this occasion, let's hear from some lucky tourists who have had the chance to discover Sundong and see what the cave has to offer.
In August 2013, with the approval of Guangbin's People's Committee, Ocelis Adventure Tours organized a Sundong tour for more than 500 domestic and international visitors. The tourists came from many different countries, including the US, UK, Norway, Russia, and Australia, and completed a 7-day, 6-night tour inside the cave with unforgettable experiences.
And then my trip to this cave has been even better. It's just amazing place. So I feel very good, very tired, but I will have a lot of sleep soon. But very happy. It's an amazing trip, and I hope many people do it.
This adventure tour requires visitors to hike through jungle, swim across rivers, and boat through the cave using professional equipment. There are a number of criteria regarding health conditions for tourists, and not everyone can make the cut. The tour now costs $3,000 per person.
I know I've got interest already from people in Hanoi and Saigon that wants to come. I know it's expensive, but that's what it costs. It costs a lot of money. And the good thing about it is putting a lot of income back into Phong Nha village, and hopefully many jobs for the local people.
Guangbin is the kingdom of caves. We are now planning to develop Guangbin's tourism into a spearhead economic sector. Organizing such tours is one effective way to help us achieve that goal.
Guangbin Province tourism sector made significant achievements in 2014 as the province welcomed nearly 2.8 million visitors, with the number of international visitors increasing by over 300% compared to 2013. By promoting Sundong Cave to the world, Guangbin hopes to further boost the province tourism sector.
The turtle in Hoan Kim Lake is currently among the last 4 of the raphatous species left on Earth. These endangered animals have drawn worldwide attention, including from a film crew from the Austrian Broadcasting Corporation, also known as the ORF. The team is now in Vietnam as part of their project on the conservation of the world's most endangered turtles.
These quick and professional moves by Chen Van Kuong proved deadly to over 20 Hoan-Kim turtles, also known scientifically as raphatous shuanghui. This time, however, they're not used to hunt but to help filmmakers from the Austrian Broadcasting Corporation to understand the brutal nature of turtle hunting.
I'm no longer in the hunting business. If we spot a raphatous, we will report it straight to the authorities.
After over 15 years in the hunt, Gung was finally approached by the Asian Turtle Program in 2004. Now he wishes to redeem himself by joining the 54-minute film by ORF called Turtle Hero.
On this occasion we're making a film about turtles, about the conservation of turtles in many countries, and Vietnam is one of the particular ones because here you've got an extremely rare animal. Its scientific name is raphatous. There's 4 left in the world. There's 2 in Vietnam, 2 in China. And the work that's being done here to try and protect or save the species is a crucial part of our film.
This $400,000 film project consists of 3 members coming from Australia, Italy and Austria. Among them, Jeremy Hogarth has made over 100 documentaries in 60 different countries. In Vietnam, he's capturing the footage of Hoan-Kim turtles' habitat loss and DNA preservation for phase 1 of the film. The project also receives the support from local turtle conservationists.
Our job is significant, firstly in the preservation of the species, and secondly in popularizing the name Hoan-Kim turtle around the world.
After 3 weeks of filming in Vietnam, the RF film crew will continue the journey in 5 other countries including Austria, Germany, China and the United States. The filming will be done across 18 months and will resume in Vietnam next year for phase 2.
The 9th Ethnic Sports Festival officially kicked off on Tuesday in the Central Highland province of Con Tum as part of the activities to mark the 125th anniversary of President Ho Chi Minh's birth. Over 1,000 athletes from 14 southern provinces and cities are competing in traditional games like stick pushing, crossbow shooting, tug of war and field walking. The festival aims to develop a sporting and physical training movement to improve the health and spiritual lives of ethnic minorities, in addition to preserving their traditional cultural values and strengthening solidarity among ethnic groups in the south of Vietnam. Hue's Monuments Conservation Center, in collaboration with the Central Region Construction Technology Center, has started the restoration of Phu Van Lo, or Pavilion of Attics, one of Hue's royal edifices. Based on the research of historical materials and scientific analysis of the restoration plan, the edifice will be restored following the architecture and decor of Emperor Khai Ding's reign in the early 20th century. The restoration project will cost an estimated 12 billion Vietnamese dong, or $553,000. Phu Van Lo is located on the main axis of Hue's imperial citadel. The edifice has sustained serious damage recently. In mid-May last year, part of the structure collapsed. This triggered an alarm among the local government and residents, as many relics within the Hue Royal Palace have also sustained damage. The thought of talking or socializing with ex-lovers may be daunting to some people, but things are different in Co Vai Love Market, a yearly festival held in the hillside village in Co Vai in the northern province of Hà Giang. This year's festival has officially kicked off, so let's learn more about the uniqueness of the market in the following story.
Co Vai Love Market is a dating place for ex-lovers who fell in love but could not get married. They promised to meet each other at the market on the 27th day of the 3rd lunar month every year to share their feelings with the ones they could not spend their lives with. This year's event will again highlight the unique cultural identities of local ethnic groups.
To ensure the purpose of promoting the cultural identity of ethnic groups in the locality, the organizing board has applied some measures to prevent chaos and overpricing.
This year, the Khâu Vai Love Market is taking place from May the 13th to the 16th. During the 4-day festival, activities include goat, count, and nightingale fishing festivals, horse racing, incense offerings, and a beauty contest for young girls from Hà Giang.
We also encourage locals to trade their handmade products at the festival to promote the cultural traits of their community.
Visitors will also have the opportunity to witness the Nung people's betrothal ceremony, a satellite festival in the nearby district of Sơn Vĩ, to have another glimpse at the beauty of the love of ethnic people in mountainous areas.
And as usual, before we say goodbye, let's take a look at the weather updates. And that just wrapped up this live edition of VTV News. Many thanks for being with us. For more updates, don't forget to log on to vtv4.vn or youtube.com/vtvfogo. And goodbye for now from Hanoi.